So the president is fulfilling promises on that front, but meanwhile, there are fewer Americans feel the president isn't sticking to many other campaign promises. A new Gallup poll showing 45% of Americans say he is keeping his promises, but that is down 17 points from February. Here now is Brad Woodhouse, former DNC communications director, and Noelle Nikpour, a GOP fundraiser. Good to see you both. Noelle, first to you. I know that on certain things the president is making real progress, cutting back on regulations, certainly on the foreign front as commander-in-chief, but on the general promise to drain the swamps, a lot of his supporters feel he's getting sucked into that Beltway mentality, to which you say what?
Well, I think a little bit of it is growing pains, but I think, I really feel like Donald Trump is about one issue away from these polls and the numbers changing in his favor. Donald Trump and polls have had a very strange relationship. As we know with the election, the polls had him losing, and he actually won. So I recognize these polls, but I also think that a little bit of this is growing pains. A little bit of this, we've seen some administration woes. But I think that all in all, with tax, tax restructuring, with other things that he has coming down the pipe, I think that you're going to see that Donald Trump's poll numbers with favorability will rise back up.
Well, I think his biggest mistake, and this is just my personal opinion, Brad, is trying to think that he's going to get any support from Democrats for anything he does. Is there any? I mean, I look at their obstinance, and people used to talk about Republican obstinance with regard to Obama. I see it much stronger from Democratic side to Donald Trump. I don't think he's going to get their help for anything. If I'm wrong, tell me where.
Well, look, I don't really agree with that analysis. I mean, Barack Obama was opposed from the very beginning. He only got 3 Republican votes in the entire...
But tell me where Democrats would go with Donald Trump right now. Move it forward, Brad.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced they will. I'm not sure that he's offering a program.
You agree with me.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm not sure he's offering a program they're interested in. Repealing Obamacare is not something you're going to get Democrats sign on to. But let me talk about his broken promises, because I think the real problem for Donald Trump is his promises that he's broken are those that really created his political brand. And instead of draining the swamp, he's filling it up. He said he would stick it to Mexico and make them pay for the wall. We know now taxpayers are going to pay for the wall.
Hold on, wait a minute. You don't know that eventually Mexico won't be forced to in some way pay a tax that pays for the wall. But, Noelle, I want to get to you and this whole idea of whether or not the Democrats would work with the president. I mean, there was a time when Ronald Reagan was able to get Tip O'Neill to do some dealing and get a tax reform. There was a time not too long ago when Simpson Bowles came out with a bipartisan tax plan to lower rates tremendously, get rid of a lot of deductions. I don't see that kind of bipartisanship anymore.
No, and I'll tell you why not. I'll tell you, I think that, party politics has got a lot to do with this. And I think, given the new chairman of the DNC and his co-chairman, I think Ellison, they've already set the tone of what they expect from Democrats, and that is to hold the line and not work with Republicans. And, I really feel like this is going to be damaging to their party, but it also sets the tone of what's going to be looking forward, which is they're not going to work.
Panel, I know you got a lot more to say, but we got to take a break. We will be back with the panel coming up momentarily. Cheryl.